What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we can just get right into it. I'm going to be sharing 5 things that you didn't know were aging you or that might surprise you in terms of aging. You know, I'm 56, turning 57 this year, and back in October I posted a video that was, yes, I'm really 56 and here's how I maintain my youthful appearance, in my humble opinion, of course. To me, again, it was nothing that I thought was earth-shattering. Somehow, by the gift of, I don't know, my folks, some miracle or whatever it is, I've been able to, I think, pretty much maintain my youthful appearance. Now, if you get in close and up close and personal, we age in here, we aging. We got lines on the forehead, we got the 11s going on here. But I just am curious. I like to dive deep into these sort of things to try to understand a little bit more why I've, as some people would say, found the fountain of youth. So I'm going to be sharing 5 things that you'd be surprised to know are aging you. So if that sounds good to you, if you are curious, just keep watching and we'll get started. Okay, so obviously I'm going to just let you know straight out the jump that I have my notes here. We have our notes because we can't remember everything. And no, it is not brain fog. It's just a lot of notes here. So the first thing that I would say that is aging you that you might be surprised to know is like a hormonal imbalance. As you go through, and this is in particular if you are somewhere on the menopause train, because when you're in that stage of life, yes, we know our hormones are declining, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, all of them are declining. And when your estrogen is declining, yes, that can cause thinner skin. And I've noticed that here, like kind of up on my cheekbone area. In the wintertime, I tend to pale out a little bit more, but I've noticed that my skin is a little bit thinner, and I know that is definitely a hormonal thing. You're just losing that like elasticity that you once had before you hit perimenopause. So that is thing number 1 that could be aging you that you did not know. Okay, so the second thing that you might be surprised is aging you is too much sugar and or too much processed food. You know, these snacks, the savory snacks, the chips, the popcorn, the cakes, the cookies, you know, all of those things that taste so good but are not that great for you. If you have too much of that, what can happen is a process called glycation. And what that is the sugar molecules, we're talking sugar here, the sugar molecules attach to collagen and elastin, and that makes them stiff and less flexible. And collagen and elastin are good for keeping your skin plump and firm. So when you have glycation going on, this is when the wrinkles and the sagging can become more visible. So if you want to help to combat that, just lay off the sugar as much as you can. I mean, sugar is a chemical. It can be very addictive, as we know. So just go for the berries and try to go for ones that are, or go for the fruit. I prefer berries. That's my fruit of choice. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. I always try to keep it organic because a lot of pesticides are sprayed on those things. And that is a whole other story when it comes to your health. So go for the berries. They are low on the glycemic index, which is great if you are trying to maybe, you know, trim down a little bit. But yeah, that's it. Too much sugar and too much processed foods is something that could be aging you that you might not have known. Number 3 that might surprise you that is aging you is actually, and this one surprised me, is not enough facial movement. Because when you don't move your face around enough, and I know this sounds weird, but it can affect the blood circulation. So I'm sure you've heard about facial yoga. That really is a thing. I think I'm going to start looking into that. But it could also result in like loss of muscle tone if you are not exercising your facial muscles as much. So one of the solutions to that is to use one of these, I think, a gua sha. This isn't a very good one, but a gua sha. And you could do double duty with that. So it can be like a nice little self-care thing that you might do, I don't know, 1 to 3 times a week with a good serum or a good facial oil. And when you're using that, not only are you depuffing the lymph nodes, but you're also, your face is getting a little bit of like movement. If you don't have a gua sha, you could always just use your fingers. I've seen, and there's like a whole thing on it. I might do a video on this. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video on how, you can drain your lymph nodes and release the toxins. But you can put your fingers like this. You can go here. You can go up here. I like to go up here because we have the 11s, and then we have the lines on the forehead here. But there's a whole routine that you could do to like give your facial muscles like a little workout, but also drain your lymph nodes at the same time. So that is number 3 on what could be aging you that you didn't know. Not enough facial movement. Who would have thunk it? The 4th thing that might surprise you, well, that is aging you, that might surprise you, and this one is a tough one, is too much screen time. Too much screen time, being on your phones and your computers because of the blue light. Too much blue light is the issue here that could be aging you. And I know this is a little tricky one again because we're on our devices all the time, whether it's at work or whether we're just scrolling like mindlessly out of boredom. But too much of that can cause oxidative stress. And if you've never heard of oxidative stress before, this is what happens when you have an imbalance of free radicals and antioxidants. Basically, antioxidants neutralize free radicals, and free radicals are the things that cause damage to your cells, your DNA, and your tissues as well. So when you have an imbalance there and you don't have enough antioxidants to neutralize that, it can cause aging on your skin. But some things that you can do are, you can get a pair of blue light blocker glasses. Now, I actually bought these mainly to kind of sharpen up my vision, because I thought if anything, blue light would like maybe affect your vision. So these aren't prescription, but they are blue light, and they actually work to just clear up, writing and all of that just enough so I don't have to actually spend hundreds of dollars on prescription glasses. But get yourself a pair of blue light blocker glasses, and you can get some stylish ones like these. You could also, if you've been watching any of my makeup videos, you know that I love the Ilium 3-in-1 mist. This is a blue light blocker spray, perfect again if you sit in front of a computer all day. It's also like a setting spray and a refreshing mist. And something else to note, if you sit in front of a computer all day or you're on your devices all the live long day, you should be wearing sunscreen. When I used to wear, I tried one tube of, oh my gosh, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember. It was this black woman that started a sunscreen company a few years ago, and I tried one tube of it. I didn't love it, but I saw on her blog or something somewhere that she said you should be wearing sunscreen if you sit in front of a computer. Again, protecting your skin from, the blue light that comes off of it. So that is number 4, that you might not have known is aging you. Too much blue light. So the 5th thing that you might not have known is aging you is dehydration. Yes, Marie's favorite. I feel like I'm the queen of dehydration. Somehow it's just very hard for me to get enough liquids in to my system. But when your skin is dehydrated, you're going to lose that plumpness, that elasticity. It could also make your skin look dull. And because your skin is dehydrated and doesn't have that moisture in it, that's how fine lines and wrinkles can look. Well, they're just more visible. They're just more visible. So one of the ways to combat that, obviously, is to increase your water intake or liquid intake, not of the alcoholic kind, because alcohol too, can dehydrate you. So you can make an electrolyte at home. You don't have to spend a lot of money on the fancy ones out there on the market. You can make your own electrolytes. You do need salt in your diet, Celtic sea salt or Himalayan sea salt. So that's what you would put in your electrolyte drink, along with some coconut water, some filtered water, and a couple of slices of fresh lemon or lime. and just sip on that during the day. And why is the faucet someone's faucet? Whenever I'm trying to film a video by the bathroom, the sound. If it's not this, it's the gurgling of the faucet. Anywho, get yourself some electrolytes, make your own electrolytes. It's definitely a lot more wallet friendly than the ones that are out on the market, and it's cheap and cheerful, and it's good for you. It's going to keep you hydrated, plus it'll help to flush out some of those nasty toxins from, you know, maybe your beauty care, makeup products, personal care products, plus some of the foods that you might be eating that aren't that great for you. We want to flush out those toxins as well. So that was number 5 on what could be aging you that you never knew. So I thought I'd throw one more in for a good measure, and that is a lack of sleep. A lack of sleep, quality sleep, can age you as well. Now, I've said this before in my previous video, that while you sleep, your body does regenerate and repair itself, heal itself, and it does it in a chronological order. It does it in chronological order. I think between the hours of 11 and 7. I'm gonna have to try to research and find that chart or schedule of how your body works, because it does it organ by organ over the course of an 8-hour period. But quality sleep is important, because if you're not getting a good sleep, then your skin is not going to, or your cells, it's not going to be able to regenerate themselves properly. The other thing that I would say too is that if you're sleeping on a cotton pillow case, that is going to age you over time, because it's just so rough on your skin. So get yourself a silk, not a satin. Satin is polyester. Get yourself a silk pillowcase that's going to have less wear and tear on your skin, which is then going to help to minimize any fine lines and wrinkles and puffiness and dullness of the skin. All things that can age you. So that is it. Make sure you're getting your good quality sleep. If you can get 8 hours at least, great. 9 hours ideally, but 8 hours at least is the ideal. It just gives your body time to regenerate. Also, if you're working out while you're sleeping is when your muscles grow. They do not grow when you are working out. They grow while you are sleeping. So that is why it's also important to get quality sleep. But that's all I have in this video today of 5 + 1 things that are aging you that you might not have known about. Drop a comment and let me know. Have you heard of any of these things? And if you found any value in this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up. Would greatly appreciate it. Helps my channel grow. And of course, too, if you haven't subscribed as yet, would love to have you over here on this little corner of the internet. So as I sign off, once again, and as usual, thank you for watching, and I shall see you on the next one.